All right, so I'm Tim. Y'all know who I am already. I'm here with what's your name?
Kenny.
Kenny. Kenny, we about to give you a haircut, man. What kind of haircut you want today?
I just want a like a two-step fade kind of thing.
Like a dry fade?
Yeah,
I got you. I
as
got
long
you.
as it look good. That's what's up.
I got you. So where do you usually go to get your haircut?
Somewhere called Ridges on 529.
Ridges, okay. And then what's one thing that you like that your last barber did for you?
I mean, because I'm used to him and he's used to my hair kind of thing. But giving
So
this a try.
y'all had that rapport and that comfort going.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you. All right, man. So without further ado, we're gonna get right into
YouTube, I'm not gonna talk a lot in this video. It's Tim Tapers. Let's put in this drop fade in a few easy steps. First step, if your client has hair that they need to pin up, you would start off by pinning up the hair, getting it out of your way, so you can then comb the hair off of the scalp, so you can begin cutting. Your first step to the cut is setting in your bald line with the lever closed or with the trimmers. The trimmers will make a harder line, which makes it a little bit more difficult to get out. So what I'm doing here, I'm just using my 5-out blade or 5-0 blade, setting in that bald line, making sure that I contour to the shape of his head, not going up too high and not also making it too low. And then right after that, I'm pretty much just cleaning it up, making sure that this bald line is in his head the right way, because if not, it'll throw off the rest of the shape of the fade that I'm trying to put in. With the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to come in with our OA blade, or this is the lever open. And then right after that, we're going to come in with our 3-out blade or 3-0 blade, or this is on your adjustables, the lever halfway. And then right after that, we're coming in with our 1A blade, or this is the 1-guard open. This is pretty much where you want your fade to stop. So the OA is kind of where you want your fade to start. The 1A, I like to refer to it as where you want your fade to stop at. Anything other than that is pretty much just removing bulk after this. This is the bulk of the fade. Right after that, we're going to come in with our 1 blade, fading in. I'm only using the corners. As y'all can see, I have my clipper tilted to the side to really kind of only use maybe 3 or 4 teeth on the end, just because I don't want to go in and set in a harder line. So I would just use maybe like the back 3 or back 4 teeth of those blades. Right after that, I'm coming in with my 2 blade, or this is a 2-guard open 2 close. I say open 2 close because depending on the hair's density, the texture of the hair, sometimes that 2 guard open won't get it down enough, so you will have to close it up. So with the 2 guard against the grain, that is equivalent to a 1A with the grain. So fading up and then fading down, there's a difference. So now we're going to come in with our 1.5 blade right up under that 2, or you can use the 1.5 guard close, whatever is your preferred method, or whatever trimmer that you're using to fade. You would just come in with the 1.5 right up under that 2, and this is just to remove bulk and also to get rid of that 1A line that you set in to show where that fade stops at. I know y'all probably wondering, like, what's all of this stuff in the background? I am in cosmetology school. I went to barber school. I'm a licensed barber already. I didn't get quite the clientele that I was looking for coming out of barber school, so I am just trying to further my education, further my knowledge, and see where we can go from here. And then one key step is to definitely detail your work. You want to detail, detail, detail. Sometimes where you're going in, you're setting in lines, you're taking lines out, you could forget that, these are lines, harsh lines that you're putting in the head. And you could think that, oh, I'm following the steps, the lines are just gonna, go out automatically. But it's very important to detail your work because it brings out the fade, and it could also remove any line that you didn't get out whenever you were fading. So now we're just gonna prep the lineup. And with the lineup, I went with the same length as the size of the head, just to make sure everything was even. I used my 1/8 blade, or you can use your 1 guard close, depending on the density and texture of the hair. And just go over that front lineup. I apply a little holding spray just to lay everything down and make sure everything was to the length that it needed to be at. And I also go in right after that with my trimmers. I'm using Babyliss FX3s, which is my preferred and favorite trimmers at the moment. And I'm just going in light taps, and I'm dragging and pulling away from the edge up, making sure that I go over the edge of a few times just to make sure that everything is where it needs to be. I'm tapping at it. I'm not pulling too hard because I don't want to irritate my client's skin. These trimmers are sharp, and if you do have modified or set trimmers, you don't have to go in as many times, and you don't have to press so hard on the client's head. It'll irritate their skin. It could possibly cut them, expose you and them to blood, and we don't want that as barbers and professionals. So I'm just going in light taps, and then right after that, we're going to apply some enhancement per my client's request. He did want some enhancement, so we just kind of enhanced it up just a little bit. A few sprays will take you a long way depending on the enhancement that you're using. I'm using Kiss mixed with a little bit of alcohol, and you can see the look on his face. It is priceless. He's like, oh my God. Yes, sir. After that, I'm just gonna go in kind of with my razor just to sharpen up that line, make it last a little bit longer. Apply a little bit more holding spray just to ensure that everything is where it needs to be. Hand him the mirror. He looks at himself like, wow. This is the finished result, YouTube. Let me know what y'all think about this cut in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.
So we just finished up the cut on my man Kenny. Kenny, what you think of the cut, man?
Yo, this is the best haircut of my life.
Come on, man.
Just like you said.
Just like you said, man.
This is a pro right here.
Come on, man.
Not a student.
He said not a student. Not a student. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. This is my man Kenny. Nice little drop fade on him. And we out.